Hello everybody and happy Thanksgiving. It is that turkey day this Thursday that we are filming and bringing our news out to you. We just want to say, hey, happy Thanksgiving from Nolan Weiss.
And Jeffrey Jorgensen. It is amongst us.
And the rest of the crew at INTV.
Yeah, we can't disclude Eddie.
Yep, he's back there.
Yes,
he's there.
He is. He is standing behind the camera, and I'm thankful this week that Eddie is there behind the camera. Usually I'm not thankful for it, but this week I'm thankful for everything.
Well, I'm thankful for Eddie behind the camera and you guys in front of the TV watching Jeff and I and Eddie every Thursday or every day at 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. bringing you some great news that happened last week, this week, or today.
And Time Magazine apparently is thankful for Edward Snowden.
Man, this guy is, I don't think, probably the best person for this list, but he's better than, let's say, Miley Cyrus, that's on the list.
Edward Snowden.
And you gotta say, who is Edward? The guy from Twilight?
Nope.
Nope. Dang. No, it's actually the guy that released a lot of the secrets to the public about the government spying on our citizens from the NSA.
Very big things happening. It has been in discussion for years and years past, but this guy developed proof in data and files that claims our government is spying on us. And Time Magazine wants to name him Man of the Year.
Man of the Year. Wow.
And he is up there in the polls. Down there in the polls is Miley Cyrus, ranking at 1.8 in the polls.
And right behind him is Vladimir Putin, right there with 8.3. But right now, with 68.7%, Edward Snowden, right there, Time Magazine's Man of the Year. That's pretty interesting right there.
Very crazy. I guess there is people out looking for him, and he is in hiding out.
Well, the U.S. is looking for him because of espionage and doing everything wrong that you can't go against the government once you work for them. So
absolutely not.
That's why you're hiding out in the mountains of Russia, probably.
Yes.
Ouch.
And more people hiding out maybe after this week is the Department of Ecology when they made a big boo-boo in downtown Cleveland.
This happened on November 25th when a contractor from the Department of Ecology was testing the samples in Cleveland at the water table to see if there were signs of leakage from the old gas stations in Cleveland that were leaking into our water table. And unfortunately, they were digging and hit the natural gas line, creating chaos in Cleveland.
Had a gas main rupture, or a service line rupture by a drill rig on 1st Street here, and let quite a bit of gas out. We had to shut 1st Street down and evacuate the whole block. We did that probably 20 minutes. And then went through some of the buildings surrounding the leak and vetted them out. There's some pretty high levels of gas in the building, so it was good we got everybody out of the buildings. Any smart could have lit up the whole building, so everybody's out and safe so far.
And how was the readings on the meters that you guys have?
They were in the flammable range, according to PSC. Any spark, even a furnace kicking on, probably could have kicked off an explosion. So we were lucky that didn't happen.
And how many personnel do you guys think you had with fire, ambulance, and law enforcement?
There was 2 firefighters from Cleveland, 4 from District 7, and I believe 3 from Cleveland PD and 3 sheriffs, I believe, were here.
And everything's okay right now in downtown Cleveland?
Yeah, everything's stabilized now. We got the street back open, or else it wouldn't be. We're just making sure now there's still some lower gas readings coming out, and we're not sure if they're from the building or from the line itself. We're trying to decipher that right now, and once that's determined, we can reopen that building if it is in fact coming out of the gas line.
Cleveland definitely had an abundance of odor last Monday lingering around town, but in the next couple of days it seemed to clear the air.
Yeah, probably the cold temperatures were hovering down on the gas and just making it linger there lower to the ground.
Not to get too scientific in it.
Actually, I heard that from one of the fire department agencies, so I can't take credit for it.
But someone's gonna have to be taking credit for that boo-boo, and I would not want to be that person.
Well, actually, Jeff, you are, because the Department of Ecology is ran by the government, and you pay their bills with your taxes. So, boo-boo on us again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of like the Taylor Bridge fire all over again.
Speaking of losing jobs, they have 2 Seattle defensive quarterbacks that are apparently on the threshold.
Yep, one is actually suspended for the year for indulging in marijuana, and I can't believe this happened. You have the best season going on, and you partake in smoking marijuana, and you get kicked off the football team, and you probably are going to the Super Bowl.
Brandon Browner is who we are speaking of. He
Very
got caught
disappointing.
with marijuana
In
this
his
past week on bye week, and he wasn't the only one this bye week to get knocked by the NFL. Walter Thurman also got caught with PEDs this past week, making the defense of the Seattle Seahawks a little bit on edge this upcoming week when we go to face the Saints and Drew Brees.
I know, I cannot believe that, but luckily we have a good backup, and
Maybe one on the way as well.
yeah.
We're trying to...
But luckily he only has a 4-game suspension, and Brandon Browner has a 1-year suspension.
Browner was doing good this year, though.
They were doing awesome.
They were.
But it's okay, Seahawks do have great secondary, so...
Yes, they
Tough loss,
do,
though.
and that is definitely going to knock the team, but probably not enough to take us down.
Yeah, and I can't wait next Monday versus New Orleans Saints.
Yep.
But first, we would definitely want to wish your family, from our family, a happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you enjoy it with your friends or your loved ones, or even just your dog, and just have a great Thanksgiving.
The Grange is going to be hosting a Christmas dinner this upcoming December 8th, so be sure to go out there and celebrate on Ballard Hill in Cle Elum at the Grange Hall, and for more information, you can call Barb Hamill at 509-674-2982.
And don't forget, don't get caught poaching a Christmas tree. Get down to the ranger station and get a Christmas tree permit. They're only $5 for the Okanagan Wenatchee Forest. So please, get out there and have a permit, because if you get stopped, that's a fine right there.
It's crazy how fast the holiday season comes among us. I mean, it just goes from,
Middle of summer,
middle of
to all
summer
of a sudden
straight
winter.
to Halloween, and straight from Halloween it seems like we almost skip Thanksgiving and go straight into Christmas.
Yeah, I know. I think we almost skipped Halloween and went so fast.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because it was on a Thursday, I believe, and it just went, or
Yes,
a Wednesday.
it was. I know. And then Black Friday's coming up, and then Cyber Monday to follow, and after that is Pause with Santa Claus.
Love it. It's going to be a great time for the ARF Animal Rescue, and a great opportunity for you and your furry little friend to be in a picture and you can give to a loved one or hanging on the mantle. This is going on at U.S. Bank office in Cle Elum on December 7th. Contact Lori Clemente from ARF Animal Rescue for more information. Her number is 509-304-4805. And U.S. Bank is right down there on 1st Street in Cle Elum, on the new buildings right across the street from Sunset. It's kind of a tough spot to find.
And before that event, make sure to attend the ARF Animal Rescue Open House. This is going to be taking place on December 4th, starting at 6 and going till 8 p.m. This is going to be held at the Stonehouse 101 in Roslyn. They're going to be discussing the animal shelter being built in Roslyn. It will launch their fundraiser, Raise the Woof campaign, and be sure to call Lori at 304-4805.
2 great things from ARF Animal Rescue, and how exciting. Do not miss the opportunity to be a part of Raise the Woof at the Stonehouse 101.
That's hard to say.
It is. Raise the Woof.
Raise the Woof.
Raise the woof. The woof. But please, be a part of this. Roslyn is actually getting an animal shelter. Never thought I would see it, but it is happening. And Lori Clemente and ARF Animal Rescue are doing an awesome job for our furry friends of the Upper Tithouse County. It is.
And there is rabbits running around this town like crazy lately. And if we can catch some of those rabbits and find them a good home.
Rabbits.
You haven't seen the rabbits running around?
Oh,
town?
yeah, you're right. Down by the cruising.
Yeah, down by the cruising and down by Stories.
All those rascally rabbits.
Yeah, perfect place for an animal shelter.
And Lori Clemente, keep up the great work on getting the animal shelter and keeping our animals safe.
Staying on the open house topic, the Carpenter House Museum is going to be holding an open house this upcoming December 7th. This is going to be taking place at 1 p.m. and going to 3 p.m.
Join them for old-fashioned celebration of music, lots of friendship and goodies, tea and poetry reading from 6:30 to 7:30. Carpenter House, open house. If you've never been to the Carpenter Museum, go to this and check it out. NFL Network is here and the Red Zone as well. Check them out. Inland Networks, give us a call 649-2211 and we would love to hook you up at the Red Zone. Make sure to get all the fast action plays while the NFL are in the Red Zone area with all your favorite teams, and NFL Network keeping you up to date with your fantasy football leagues with NFL Network.
Inland Networks going the extra mile to keep our customers happy, and if we miss you on the weekends, we're doing our best to not letting it happen again. We are opening up our doors on Saturday in downtown Cleveland, so come give us a visit. Doors open at 9, close at 5, and we are always going to have a CSR down there to assist you.
That's a customer representative.
That's a customer service
representative.
Their doors are going to be open from 9 to 5 and always with a customer service representative to assist you.
From US Cellular and Inland Networks, go check out US Cellular. They got some great new iPhone products, which are awesome.
Yep, if you're an iPhone guy.
Or an Android guy, which I am.
We got them both.
Yep. Christmas in Cleveland is happening December 7th. It's going to be a great time with community celebration and the light parade. Cannot wait for that. The light parade is always nice. It's freezing though, but it's always beautiful to see all the participation of the town and come together and showing those beautiful lights and the floats in the nighttime.
And be sure to turn out because I hear that there's a huge surprise announcement coming from our local Safeway.
Really?
Yep.
I wonder what that could be. Maybe a remodel?
Nah,
that sure would be nice.
I don't know.
Because they've been talking about that for years and years and years.
I don't know. It's
that's
just
that's our little Christmas gift to the town.
A little scuttlebutt I heard in the old Safeway line.
Safeway's
so
just
I don't know.
Shala-la-la-la.
They said
spreading some joy.
Announcement.
And at this time, let's go on to Randy with the movie review, Hunger Games. How was it?
Hey, it's Randy Winkler again, your friendly neighborhood movie reviewer. This week, I went to see Hunger Games: Catching Fire. Oh man, I tell you, I didn't read the books, and I'm sure there's a whole lot of people out there that did read the books. I haven't heard anybody say they didn't like it, or it's true to the books, or it isn't true to the books. I don't know. All I know is the theater was packed, and it was a great movie. It did everything I wanted it to do, and I don't even know the story, so it was really excellent. And I don't even need to tell anybody to go see it because I guess from the looks of the theater, first show on Saturday at like 2, it was jammed hard to find a seat. I think everybody's going to go see it. So enjoy. And don't forget it's playing at your Roslyn Theater right now too for another couple of weeks. So be sure to go see it here locally. The next movie is Delivery Man with Vince Vaughn. I don't like Vince Vaughn, but he did it again. He made another really good movie. It's heartwarming and gut-wrenching and happy, and it's just a really neat story. If any of you saw the previews, I'm not giving anything away to say that this is just a regular guy who happened to donate to a sperm bank a long time ago, and suddenly they tell him he has 533 kids. And they want to know who he is and stuff like that, and it just goes on from there. But it's a really good story. I was really surprised, and I enjoyed it. So I can't do anything but say go see it. It's really good. I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And if you're interested, I went and saw Thor for the second time, and it was just as good. So Thor: Dark World is still out there. Go see that one too. And happy holidays.
Thank you, Randy Winkler, for that awesome movie review. Hunger Games 2. Jeff, how was it?
I haven't seen it yet.
What? I thought you were going to be standing in line with all the teenage girls.
Yep, I lied. Because...
To our faces.
Yep, to our faces. To your faces.
To our faces.
To your faces. I didn't lie.
And Delivery Man.
Face. Delivery Man, it looked like it was a pretty funny movie. I'm going to have to disagree with Randy Winkler. I think Vince Vaughn is an amazing actor.
You are the first person to say that recently. I could have, like Wedding Crashers and when Vince Vaughn was kind of getting really popular.
Vince Vaughn, he is something else. His facial expressions,
they never change. They never change.
They're priceless.
He's kind of like a Nicolas Cage.
He's
just kind of a boring actor.
He's kind of like a Pauly Shore of our time. He plays one part.
Don't diss on Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore's dead.
Don't go there. No, he's not. That movie was false.
Oh,
The, what was that? Pauly Shore's Dead? That was the movie?
that was a movie.
Terrible movie.
Yeah.
And do not forget, this weekend, Winterfest in Roslyn. It's actually the
No one almost forgot.
the Polar Winter event. And this is going to be an awesome time. They're going to be lighting the Christmas tree. I really haven't heard anything about it until today.
Really?
So hopefully you heard about
You're
it
on the
and
city
you're going this
council.
weekend. No, actually our council meeting's tonight, so we'll be bringing it up because nobody's heard of it. Nobody's heard of this event.
Well,
But the Roslyn Downtown Association is putting it on, and we just heard about it, and we want to inform you guys to go downtown to Roslyn and shop locally all your Christmas gifts and enjoy the Christmas activities they have for this weekend, this Saturday. Let's go into some civic news. In civic meetings this last week, the school board only met one time this month, and next month they're only meeting the second week of the December month. So make sure to attend that meeting. It's at 6 p.m., second Monday of the month. What happened to Roslyn City Council, Jeff?
The Roslyn City Council were discussing all the ordinances and plannings of Roslyn in the future and in the past to improve the town.
Earlier this year, Scott and Jamie Gray contacted the city regarding the building of a fence around their property located at 205 South First. However, a survey of the property revealed an alley right-of-way running through the property along with the city sewer line. The parties desired to vacate the alley and, as compensation for the alley vacation, adjust the lot line so the Grays will own 82 contiguous feet of property and the city will own 100 contiguous linear feet of property on the city property, which will include the land encumbered by the sewer line. The Roslyn Municipal Code outlines lot line adjustment procedures, but those procedures are inconsistent and inadequate to accomplish the desired lot line adjustment. This ordinance amends the city's code by repealing one of the lot line adjustment sections and outlining the process to complete a lot line adjustment. The ordinance amending the lot line adjustment was approved by the Department of Commerce and has finished the SEPA process.
And in Cleolum City Council, they were looking at the great things that the city has planned and all the great things that they have done throughout the entire year, and they gave out maybe an award or a compliment to a couple people, and this is what happened.
I'm disappointed with it in one regard, and that is the lack of interest is expressed in this budget for improving the appearance of this city. Our economic future largely depends on impressing newcomers. After all, I-90 is our only source of success.
I'm glad we didn't have the money for code enforcement. Because if we had $100,000, you better damn well spend it on the alleys that I've driven over for 50 years, beating my car to pieces, and the holes just keep getting bigger. There's a heck of a lot better places to put $100,000 than into code enforcement.
Let's not confuse code enforcement with what I'm talking about. It's one piece of the puzzle. It's a small piece of the puzzle.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
talking
not
about-
everybody lives in the fantasy world that you came from, Art. Some people around here have to work hard, and they don't have.
That's abusive and it's not necessary. I'm one of the members of this committee, works his butt off to help this be a better place, and we're all trying to do it. And I resent the thought that somehow it's an elitism going on.
We don't need code enforcement nearly as bad as we need street work.
Code enforcement.
Nobody's ever listened to me before, but you better start. Put in a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit everywhere, and especially down by Stories. We've got 45 miles an hour down there. Trucks are gonna, they've asked before. Nobody ever listens. Let's get the state to do the whole thing. 20 miles an hour. I'll tell you what, when you're going 20 miles an hour, you can see twice as much as at 25. We might even get more business in this town. You never know. The cops can see twice as much at 25 miles an hour, or 20 miles an hour compared to 25.
Maybe in the future.
And that concludes
Civic News.
Happy Thanksgiving again from our family. We love you guys, and thank you for tuning in each week and hopefully enjoying the production that Jeff, Eddie, and I and Inland Networks bring to you each week.
We'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors, starting off with Ruby Scrapbooking and Things in downtown Cleolum for all your scrapbooking and things.
Cleolum Farm and Home doing a great job bringing everything you need in your home, hunting, or even apparel.
Gunner's Coffee Cabin, where you go to their cabin to get coffee.
And also the CMA, the great church in South Cleolum on the Cleolum side.
We'd like to now take this time to close off our episode by wishing some people a very happy Thanksgiving birthday season.
Some big birthdays right here. We got November 28th, Tony Pliska And Paul Goebel. Happy birthday, Paul.
And on November 30th, happy birthday to Jenna Cole and Chelsea Parker.
On December 1st, happy birthday to Lou Martinez. Happy birthday, Lou, man.
December 2nd, happy birthday to Inland Network's very own Andy Volovich and Jesse Johnson.
On December 3rd, happy birthday again to our own Jessica Berry. Happy birthday.
And on December 4th, happy birthday to Garth Waltenbaugh, Jennifer Blum, and Angela Nicholson.
Happy birthday to everybody. And if we missed your birthday, please don't let it happen again. Give us a call, 659-3940. Email us, text us. So many ways of communication. We'd love to get your birthday, anniversary, whatever it may be, on INTV. Make sure, Jeff, when you're out on Black Friday, this Friday, that you don't hurt yourself.
You got a phone call.
I do have a phone call.
You're doing two
All
things at once.
all you got to do is just silent it and go back to what you're doing.
Yes. And don't get hurt on Cyber Monday when the...
Typing?
Yeah, typing.
Oh!
Getting,
carpal tunnel!
that's the word I was looking for, carpal tunnel.
What was that?
Yes.
Two minds think alike.
I
Not
guess.
great minds, just two minds.
Brilliant minds.
Ooh, don't go too far.
It's been a couple local boys.
Trying to shoot some local news for you on Turkey Day. Happy Thanksgiving from our family to you. I'm Nolan Weiss.
I'm Jeffrey Dorison. I'm dyslexic today. And be sure to call Lori at
304
Dude, it's a full
4805.
page. You didn't read it.
Don't say CSR. What the f*** are they gonna know?